Somebody broke into our car too. They didn't break glass, but a bunch of stuff went through all our shit and everything.
Damn, dude.
I know. I know, bro. What are we gonna do? All right, KJ Williams is looking like a beast out there, man. Absolute beast. Steal, a block, a couple of rebounds. I
All
love
right,
it.
man.
Love what he brings, dude.
I did the wrong headline. Apologize, guys, for the wrong headline. It's the name of our lab.
Do you want me to change it for us real quick? I can do that in 2
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah. Do you mind, man? Yeah.
Yeah. Just need to
What's up,
get
Corey?
into the chat.
What's up, Carson?
What's up, Corey? Carson, what's up,
Tanner.
guys?
All right.
Still waiting for it to populate on mine. I'll swap out that name. So is this our final game, or what happens next?
What's that?
Is this our final game in Vegas, or do we have
Well, we have
like...
we have tournament. So,
Okay.
What's up, Shane?
Nice shot by Jang. Missed it, but I like what he did there. All right. So we're up 5-4, 7:25 on the clock. I'm gonna change this name out real quick.
So we got a little Texas fan hoping for Chet to get injured. Put you in timeout for
Man.
your dirty, dirty mouth.
Why is it that they do that?
I don't know, dude.
They're always like, you guys said he could get injured, and then they start hoping that our guy gets injured. It's like this is not apples to apples. You guys are bad people.
All I said was he needs to learn how to set screens as well. And when he learns how to set screens, like Popovich saw as well. I'm not the only idiot that saw that. So Popovich saw it.
That's what I'm
So
saying,
there's
dude. They
that.
pulled him out.
Thunder up, guys. So I'm okay with it, man. I'll be honest with you. San Antonio fans are going to be saying
I just swapped out that name.
nothing you can do about that.
Corey,
Appreciate that,
I
man.
love you, man, and I appreciate you. I'm sorry I missed to give you a shout out yesterday, and I'm glad you're here because you were our newest member, and for some reason I got a little glitch in the matrix and I missed it, bro. But thank you. We love you.
Yes.
Obviously, Bluegill, Shane, Tanner, Carson, we love you guys. Thanks for showing up. Definitely appreciate the support, Corey. I'm going to turn off my audio because it really, notice it catches it up. Wayne, what's up, man? There's nothing we can say or do that is right because we are fans of the Oklahoma City Thunder and we are inferior to all other NBA fans. Therefore, we deserve to get smacked around like Britney Spears in Vegas.
Yeah, whatever, man. I'm totally
I'm
cool with.
just if I believed all the comments I read, that's what I would think.
Like ultimately we're down to, but the reality is that, you know, Chencho, our buddy, is saying that we're heading back to our humble beginnings.
Matthew, we missed you. Matthew, I'm really impressed
so-
that you don't have much going on. This is delicious.
I
Man.
love it,
Thank
man. Every single time. We're definitely not the victim. We are the ones that called him a French bitch. So we did do that. So I mean, we'll
I'm just
admit
saying,
to
like,
it.
if your security slapped
said that-
the top star, you should apologize.
Yeah. I mean, we also said that.
Ooh, what a shot by Keontae. Was that Keontae, dude, with a step back three? Damn. Did you see that?
Yeah, dude.
Keontae's feeling it. Oh, man, what a shot by Keontae.
Yes, Jets should date Brittany. 100%, man.
No, you know what, though? She's crazy, bro. She's
I
a
know,
little
man.
crazy.
Listen, I'll say this to whatever I'll say this is that Brittany had no place there. She had no place to be in that position, right?
The commish said he's happy
So-
with Vic.
So does that mean that she by a male? No. Like that's where we draw the line, and that's why, of course, like
But,
whatever
dude,
people
the
want to
Spurs
say.
fans are saying that like that it's okay to hit women. Like I have
But
actually
that's where.
seen
But Mark,
plans
that's
say
where
that,
we.
bro.
That's where we started this whole thing, man. That's where we start. We get back to ground one. You and I were watching this guy calling, Britney Spears got what she wanted, and then we're like, this is ridiculous. Let's just go after San Antonio. Let's go after Victor, because the way people are treating this and the way that San Antonio fans are being about this is so despicable. We just decided to go after him, and that's why we called him what we did, because we knew it would get a rise out of you San Antonio people. So I appreciate you guys playing along.
Actually, dude, you should check it out, Matthew.
You should watch the Clan. The Clan says it, man.
I posted in our thing. He sat there and he said, because after he's like, Brittany was asking for an apology and she said there's no reason to ever hit a woman, and then Clan says, actually there is a reason, but she didn't deserve it. Like, so here's my thing.
Under the fuck up.
So,
all right, so Matthew, stick around, keep your comments, do whatever you want, man. We're cool with it. Don't make fun of our here and make fun of us, and we're cool with it. And you'll stay holy in that chat center, man. Here we go, man. Summer League game back on. Mark, let me know when you got it back on, right?
No, he said it 3 times. He kept repeating it. Dude, you guys are making excuses for each other.
Dude, listen. Here's the thing. They're not going to listen to you regardless of the situation. They're not going to listen to you. They're not going to want to go back because
guy.
But that's my point. Then if they do that, then they prove that we're right and they're wrong. So there's no reason that they want to do this. So again, San Antonio fans are going to do that.
Payson for corner 3 off the dribble. Bam. I love that, baby.
Hell yeah,
Payson.
Dude.
Wallace, baby.
Let's get it, man. This team is doing, man. It's fun.
We said it for a while. We said if they don't address this in a proper way, then women in San Antonio are going to be hit because of this.
TTFU, man.
Thunder.
I'm glad you said it, Matthew. That was you that said it. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Get a lot of love, guys. Give him some love for saying TTFU.
Catch and shoot 3 by Jang. A little long, but I dig it. I like his fluidity. I mean, obviously it's better if he hits it, but whatever. Like, Matthew, all right. I dig it. I love it. AFL.
That's it,
Wayne.
man. I love that, Wayne. I love you, man. Love the support.
Competitively, I would go all out at people during like the clock, but as soon as it was over, yeah, give them hugs. Like, some people can't like compete and then be friends with the people they're competing with, and I get that.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Dude, are you watching the game now, Matthew, or are you just hanging out with us in the chat? Kaysen.
And Matthew, I want to make sure I'm clear on this, all right? I know, people are going to think I'm a hillbilly and all this other stuff. I don't really care. I don't care what you think. But I never want to see Victor get injured. Anything other than me saying that I want to see the Spurs take care of him, just like you've said, and you want to see that time man for Victor. I want to see him learn how to set screens properly and come around screens so that he has longevity, not shortness.
And to be clear,
and
we understand that
I've been saying stuff because things need to be said. And if you don't say it and you just sit there and watch it, then you're like, well, there you go.
The Spurs pioneered the modern time management or load management, so we understand that this is going to be a part of their plan. But we're just saying, like, when you're doing that, like, it's important to pay attention to like. It's great.
Mark, you went out.
All right, man.
All right.
I
mean, Matthew, using our headlines and we saying things to rally people up for sure, man. But the reality of the situation is that far too long, and you know what we're talking about. Like, San Antonio fans have acted like they're the bee's knees of the NBA. They're royalty. They can do that. But now they're not royalty anymore. And I feel like it's our first opportunity since has come around that we can actually say something about the Spurs and it be true without being like, well, they could win next year. We don't know for sure. Spurs here, they're not winning it this year. They're not winning the year after that. So I feel like I can say and just throw that out there. Like I used to, I mean, we would go to San Antonio every year to watch Spurs games. So I loved watching Spurs game when I was younger. Oklahoma City team got a team, and that was that.
9-5 understands the initiation process for our cult.
Yes.
Man, we love French players. Like we'll speak the truth about anybody. It doesn't matter.
Bro, I'm telling you, people have slept on Ousmane Dieng for far too long. The fact that people don't Ousmane Dieng at 6'10" is as special of a player as he is crazy to me. And it's just a matter of time. When I make, like, you know, Ousmane Dieng is going to be the French, or is the French face of the French hoops, man. Like, I say that with all due respect to Ousmane Dieng, not as a diss to Victor. Like, this is Ousmane Dieng coming out and saying, hey, guys, I was the 10th pick or 11th pick in the NBA draft, and not one person has said I'm better than J-Dub. So who's be throwing some punches?
And think about, we talked about a lot of French players in the draft process. Like, we compared what France is doing to Kentucky, to North Carolina in their heyday, to Duke in their heyday. Like, you're talking about 5 first-rounders, I think, in the all went down. And it's really impressive.
Man.
So it is beautiful. It's incredible. It's incredible.
I want France to have a great team. I want them to have a successful team. I look at what it takes to be a modern big man in the NBA, and that's what Victor is, unfortunately. If he going to be out there as a small forward playing a small forward, then it would be a different situation. But there's no way that any NBA team is going to pick their biggest body. Raymond Felton, there's a blast from the past, man.
Tanner, yeah, aggressive is true. Like, I was thinking about this today. Like, a lot of people are like, "Oh, Luka's getting in shape," and somebody was like, "Luka getting in shape is the new Westbrook fixes jumper." And I was thinking about, like, what would you rather? Would you rather a player that, like, you didn't know what shape he'd show in, or would you rather like a player like Russ? Like, get Luka's a better player. I get that. I'm not saying he wasn't, but like, you always knew what Russ was going to bring, and Luka, like, if he's not like taking his physical fitness very seriously, even though he's unlimitedly talented, I wonder, like, as just fans, not necessarily like thinking about the game, like, would you rather somebody that brought the fitness, or like was kind of lazy but like could carve up defenses like that? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think Westbrook was so Oklahoma. You know?
Yeah, man. All right.
Exactly, Wayne. Exactly. Respect France. It relies on drafting a few busts and a few MVPs. Like, there's gonna be a balance to it for sure. You know, like,
yeah, man.
Not everyone's gonna be a hit.
I mean, yeah.
I agree. 9 to 5. Like, bring him back.
Stomping of the dunk after the dunk, doing that stuff. Yeah, man. Russ is filthy, bro.
I've always loved basketball, man, as long as I can remember. But what Russ did, when he broke his face, he had surgery. He came back the next day with the face mask on, and I mean, he put up like a 49-point triple-double, and it's like, I didn't know I could feel that way about basketball. Like, it was incredible just watching him overcome stuff I can't even understand.
Yeah, man.
Like, surgery on your face and playing the next day.
It's insane.
No, thank you, man. Like, I would be out if I got a bruise on my face. Hurts. Yeah, Jared. I mean, Scoots. He looks like he's gonna take on that thing. I would say he probably has a better chance to be like a good shooter too.
Yeah, man.
We can all agree on that, Matthew. We can all agree on that. We should make a shirt. At least we're not Wizards fans. I think with Bradley Beal and Damian Lillard, like I kind of thought like those two guys were like the last two really like you could be like these guys are going to be career one team players, and they don't care if they're winning or not. They just want to stick with one team. And then this year it seems like both those guys are gone. And I'm wondering, is that such a thing anymore, Dave? Going to be players who play for one team, or is that over?
I mean, I think it's over. It has to be over. It has to be, a team that's getting close to a championship and a few draft picks for that star player. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, think about it. Like, in a few years when the Thunder are getting to that door of saying that they are contending to being a championship team.
Dude, McConnell got rocked, dude. I didn't see quite exactly the contact he took, but it's going to be exactly, Matthew. It's going to be very rare. I mean, in that way, you look at the Spurs, and they are the pinnacle of what you can do in that way, right? Like, one-team players, except for Tony Parker. Tony Parker went and played for the Hornets at the very end.
Yeah.
But I think every other player...
Yeah, but that's a money thing, bro. Like, a lot of these guys, that was all about money, man.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Like, you get a chance to go play for a different team, and the Spurs like, hey, we're not going to give you that. We'll give you half of that to stay here and not play, But come on, like, you still think you got a little bit left in you, and they're offering you to take that. I want to see this Oklahoma City Thunder team be successful, and one of the ways you do that is just how this is doing something that makes them feel like this is home and this is the way it's going to be.
9-5 says Wizards stole Bilal from us. We were huge, and like we thought Bilal was,
But that's what I'm saying, though. He took a huge pay loss. Yes, no. I mean, he.
I don't really.
I was.
They've said you have throwaway years. I don't remember why he ended up with those throwaway years, but nobody wants to watch Tony Parker play in a Hornets like uniform for highlights. It's. I look at those things like a shame, but then again, like look at what Russ has done since he left the Thunder. I mean, it's kind of been bad for his career.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
but
that's what happens when a player is dedicated,
Thank you, Charles. We appreciate you. It's not our first time to be called sons of bitches. I'll tell you that right now.
No. Appreciate you.
Big fan of Will Dawkins. Big fan of assistant GMs who end up moving on. And I mean, Thompson twins. Okay. I know nothing. Like Colonel Klink. Nothing. I know nothing. Like, have to talk on this one because I basically just have opinions about overtime elite, and that's not fair.
I think with the right system and the right time, draft picks at their places that they were drafted at, but you need time, and that's what that comes down to. Is that there's some of these guys that you're like, oh, in and play immediately. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at the situation we have right now with some of these guys, and this player is going to play within the first, half of the season significantly, but how much is that going to inhibit how much he's going to play at the end of the season? So I look at guys like Kaysen, who's going to come in the game and start off, going slow. I mean, that's what you need to do with these rookies. You got to, like, year 2 is your rookie year, really. I mean, year 2, you understand the game, you understand what it takes to work out. So, like, that's what I've always looked at as that proof of you belong is year 2. You know, like your rookie year is just being like, hey, look how fast everything's going. It's so cool to be around these awesome players that I've always watched play basketball.
Yeah.
So do I think Amen and the twins, I guess you could say,
Lazar.
NBA? Sure. How long are they going to make it in the NBA? That's all up to them and the desire they have to put out on the court. Because we've seen guys second round, obviously, with Jokic, who's gone in the second round that decided that he wanted to do whatever it takes to have a 15, 20-year career in the NBA. So it just takes heart.
We did a podcast episode several months ago, and we were saying that Ousmane Dieng will be a better player than Paolo Banchero and Jabari Smith Jr. Like, as far as like, we felt like his perimeter orientated game at the same height of 6'10", the way he handles the ball, the way he shoots the ball, to us feels like he's going to have a better career. And so, like, when you say crazy shit like that, when it's like really like you're projecting things that are going to happen out when people look back in 14 or 15 years, like, people will come at you because, yeah, I mean, right now Paulo is by far a better player, and Jabari's, showing that too. So
I just think it just takes time. Like, do I think that there's guys that we haven't really discussed a lot that are going to be all-stars? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This draft class is wild. This draft class was crazy. So
Butler for 3.
There we go, man. Bro, I'm like ahead of you, by the way. So my thing will not let me pause it.
Yeah.
So
I know how that goes on yours, dude. All right, so you can totally tell me what to watch for as it happens, but
no, I wasn't gonna do that.
who's ahead, Detroit or Houston? Yes, Brock, I agree. Houston right now, but I wonder if the Pistons maybe are being the right type of patient, if that makes any sense. Like, who knows? So, like,
well, I
healthy, get.
I want to like what Detroit has done. Let's just be honest, because Detroit has stayed true to what they're doing. You know, they were staying true to what they're doing, and all of a sudden they went squirrel, Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks.
That's the new ownership, bro. New ownership.
I know, but that's
what. That.
But that's what I'm saying, though, is like, to me, like, it's a squirrel effect. If you can stay true to what you're trying to do and build, then you got to stay that way. You can't try to away or skip a step and try to do something crazy. And that's what I'm saying is Pistons have a nice squad, but it needs time.
Needs time. You can't, if you go squirrel with that squad, then they're going to be rebuilding again sooner than later.
That's right. You got to keep to what you're trying to do. You got a great coach. Just go with it. And then in no time, you'll be in a situation where you're like, wow, they won how many games? Yeah, we didn't see it happening. But the Rockets is just trying to press fast forward. And sometimes that works. Sometimes you're lucky. You get the right guys, the right system, everything goes in well. Then other times, we own the Rockets pick if it's 5 or out. So, other times everything goes well for a half. And then all of a sudden you're looking back and be like, how is that? That's horrible,
Yeah. Who is I know the Houston's coach is the guy from Boston. I can't remember his name right now, but Udoka. I said it wrong, but you guys know who I'm talking about. But who is the Pistons coach right now? Monty. You're right. Thank you. That's a good
he got
coach.
paid $72 million, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Or 78 million, whatever it was. It was crazy. And then
it was like 78 and a half. It was like, why didn't you go to 80?
Popovich came back and signed an $80 million. There you go.
And that just blows my mind. I'm like, because you know how quarterbacks are, like, the team wants to keep their quarterback. He's not even the best quarterback in the league or even top 5, but they give him top money just to keep him. Like, is that going to happen with coaching? Are we about to see $100 million coaching contracts?
9x5, and yes, Mark, we will be seeing that soon. But 9x5, there was never, ever any chance. And like you said, when the media made that, because Sam Presti would never have put that on the table. He believed in Shea way too much, and I believe he says what he meant. I don't think he ever had that as an option.
No, but you know what he did have as an option, bro? He puts out feeler calls. He wants to know the price to move up. He wanted Giddey. He wanted to know what it would take if he had to move to 4 to get him.
Yeah.
So he had something on the table with every single team.
Yeah, dude. Man, Yeah, and here's the thing about the developmental staff. Still believe in the right coaches, the right development. It fast forwards your organization. And as much as you want to
Yeah.
say, you know, old school coaches, right? They work for old school teams. Like having LeBron with an old school coach, having Suns with an old school coach. This is the way things need to go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you have an old school team school coach, this teams that we're watching, these players that we're watching now on this Thunder team, you need a coach like Coach D to develop them. Like I just wish I could be a fly in the wall in some of these meetings that they have. Like, it's just spectacular. Like the fact that he's this young. I mean, he's younger than I am, and he's this organized. It's crazy.
Tanner Groves taking the charge. Yeah, man. He took the contact and he landed on his back, and he still was like, I love it. Houston versus Spurs fans, pissing contest. I get it. Yeah, starting to pass the ball is not the end game, is it? It takes years to develop that. So I'm with you, man, for sure.
I mean, I can say this thoroughly. It was a lot of fun when the Thunder and the Dallas was going crazy at each other. And then it was fun when Thunder and the Houston fans were going crazy at each other. And as much as people want to say, Dave, you guys are messing with the San Antonio fans, don't do that. I mean, it's bound to happen that people are all like, you know what? We're sick and tired of this, We're sick and tired of that treatment from San Antonio fans that we've always had. And this is not a knock on Matthew, but like even in the conversations that you've said, you talk programs as being poverty. It's again, it's that whole idea. Like, I get it, being the way that you're being, but the reality is that we as Thunder fans. All right, got overtime there.
Oh,
But
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Giddy and
getting
Chet
ready.
Dimes, man. Chet throwing it to Giddy, Giddy throwing it Chet.
Yeah, this is gonna be a long wait, bro, between games. Like, it's gonna be difficult, but we know
Uh,
what we're.
we've got to create something, man. We're not going to be able to play against the Rockets in the Western Conference Finals in 5-6 years. We're not against Dallas in the Western Conference Finals in 5-6 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's one team that I'm looking at saying that if they draft properly and if they develop properly, then we'll be able to see them in 5-6 years, and as they are coming into our world of winning. Because again, San Antonio fans, they're in a long, patient wait time right now because they're not going to go to the playoffs. They're not going to go to the play-in. It would shorthand their team, for draft picks for the future. And you need to pit guards and good guys around Victor because player out there, it's not going to take much for an entire team to figure out that Victor can have the ball and he can shoot and score 45 points, and that's that. I mean, look at Luka, man. I mean, he can do great things, but you get to the playoffs and all of a sudden it's like, well, yeah,
What
first,
a
second, and
pass
third
by
options.
Deontay. Holy cow. He had a great drive. He's playing point guard right now. Then a full court baseball pass for the hockey assist. That was pretty impressive, dude. Deontay's looking great at point guard. I didn't expect him to be playing point guard at all, but here he is. Thunder and Spurs, Western Conference Finals in 2 years. You're right, Matthew. There's potentially the Jazz could be up there. And then always surprise teams, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Keontae going into the post, fade away. Oh, miss.
That's it, man. And that's our lesson is Luka. And that's why we'll always have a step on the San Antonio is because we had Shea when we were starting over rebuilding. And 9%.
What's up, KS?
KS, you know, there's players I like. There's players on this Rocket team I want to see successful, despite what the rest of the NBA will say. But man, there's some players on that team I like. Udoka, I always liked him as a coach. His
Rendezvous.
hangout
I'm a
times.
big fan of. I'm a big fan.
I'm a
of
big
somebody
fan
who's
of too,
gonna-
but
I mean,
with the same sense as
player's gonna play, dude.
I wonder if it was too soon for him to come back for the Houston Rockets.
I'm grateful that we have salacious things like that happening, because it could be like really boring and nobody could be getting laid.
Yeah, you know what though? Like, man, we made fun of Houston Rockets after they picked up Udoka and like make hide your owners should hide their wives and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah, Mrs. Frittata better hide.
like Houston fans kind of laughed at that, man. I thought it was good, dude. I think
Yeah,
we're
we had
funny
some fun.
sometimes, man. I think some people think that we're like assholes, but say something in a straight face where you know it's going to be kind of funny when after you say it. Pretty difficult, man. My favorite one, Mark, is when he called Victor a French bitch. I had to keep it straight. It's like impossible.
I get carried away, man. I get very emotional.
Yeah.
Things.
It's the best, bro.
Man, getting
Good
carried
times,
away
man.
is the best part, dude. And
It's
honestly, the whole best part is when we can make each other laugh. Like that's what I think a lot of people who watch it, like a single clip of us don't get, is like deep down, we're just trying to get each other to laugh. Like
It's it.
it's
And
really not.
we've said enough of our jokes enough that like for like most of the time when we're talking about it, you know, and like a lot of people, the jokes go over their heads, like way
Oh,
over
what a
their
steal
heads.
by Kaysen on the fast break, the alley oop. He guarded the ball, fell back against and blocked the alley oop. It was incredible.
Yeah, dude.
No, Brock, he's not playing. No Chet
But
today.
again, to me, it's fun to be able to have guys like Wayne and Brock and some of you other guys that are Corey and where my biscuits at, but I want some of my biscuit. You guys make it fun and like not part of it because I don't know, man. When I say we try not to laugh, like we really at least 10 minutes without laughing on an episode. If we can
do.
make
We
it
both-
that far, it's
Yeah.
good.
we both try, and then the other one is doing their best to, like, without laughing at their own jokes, get the other person to laugh, and that's the whole game. Dave will throw in like all sorts of innuendos, like as if it's like a basketball, like regular basketball talk. Like
It's the best.
not how people
It's
talk
the
about
best one.
basketball.
Like the Britney Spears stuff, you're right, man, Wani. Like that's the thing is that like to me, it's fun, and then you guys get in the chat, and you guys will egg us on and stuff like that. It's great to me. Like it's great.
I mean, what's more valuable than laughter? That's what I keep asking myself. Nothing, man. You can't buy it. Oh, watch out! 8 seconds. He got across. He got across. That was crazy, dude. Kaysen like crawled across the half court line to avoid the 8-second call, and he got fouled. That was.
Wow.
He knows
That was a
exactly
great
what
drive,
he needs
man.
to get done, dude. Like exactly. He drove to the half court line. Like
Dude, I like what he's doing right now. What Kaysen's doing.
ooh, get to the rim.
See, Moani, again, back to the Britney Spears conversation. Like, I think it's funny, and I can understand how Antonio fan would think it's hurtful and mean, But then again, like I don't know, man. Like anytime that I Pulp Fiction, I know that there's like half of the world that's like, this is such a horrible
Jang
film, you know?
3.
So each to his own, I guess.
Jang pull up 3 off the dribble, man. It's a beautiful thing to see. Corey, what you drinking, man?
All right. Bilal
Yeah,
is
he's
way
big.
bigger. Yes, he is way bigger. That's, I don't know what else to say about that because you said everything that I would ever want to say in that conversation.
Brock, my default answer for like forever has been the Kings, and I can no longer say that with a straight face. Like the Kings actually had a good season, so I have to think about this a little bit because I haven't really reset my default since the Kings made the playoffs. Um, Knicks. I mean, I know they made the playoffs too, so it's not fair. Like, and they could be back, but I mean,
I would say, dude,
the
it's
Bulls. Nice answer, bro.
the future. Let's just be honest. The team that's wagered everything is whom? The Suns,
It's
right?
gotta be.
They have no picks at all for the next like 7 years.
Yeah.
So like, who's the
Nice
most
finish,
trouble?
Williams.
Let's just say the Suns.
Yeah,
They
but
might
they're
be the
still
best
good right
team.
now. So worst franchise.
There's a reason Michael wanted out.
It's sad. It's sad to see. Like,
Yes, Brock, I get that. I get that mindset. Um, to win then have to build from undrafted players and free agents for the next 7 years, though. Like to me, like if you get 2 or 3 injuries, then all of a sudden Devin Booker goes out and Ayton, in the past you've had like Golden State Warriors that can replenish because they can get the draft picks. But in this situation, I mean, they're shit out of luck.
Corey, I'm gonna go grab
It's gonna
another
be
beer myself.
gonna be difficult. Ooh, Jared, I appreciate that, man. Double hit that thing for me, man. Don't share it.
That's
6
what I
a.m. win.
got.
Nice. Never.
I figure when you're in Texas, you drink like the Texans.
What do you got, man? Sorry.
Modelo.
Oh, nice, man. Nice. The Suns.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
would think that at some point you'd start losing credibility, but
yeah. Man, I agree. I like the fact that Jordan Poole is on the Wizard team, though. That's great to me. I'm telling you, gotta go watch it. Is Jordan Poole is getting interviewed by the new Washington Wizards announcer, and one of the announcers, the media
Cooper.
asked him, "Have you talked to Draymond since coming here?" This is like,
I'm with you on Butler, KS, for sure. I really like what he's been able to do. He's improved so much. It's impressive.
I wouldn't put out Lindy Waters at all either. I think Lindy Waters still has a chance. Contract.
I think it's over for him, bro. But you're probably a chance, but I don't know, man.
I
Tough when
look
you,
at here's the thing. We got 6 players, right? If we get rid of 6 players, then we keep him. If we get rid of 5 players, then we can't. Because to a 2-way contract. See what I'm saying?
I really like him, dude. I didn't
So
know much about him. Like, saw some highlights, saw a little bit about his story, but like what he does on the court, like it's incredible.
All right.
I've not seen Tai Tai play.
I like Tai Tai when he played. Even though he was for a team I hate, I still liked him. I like the fact that we have him, even though his future with us. Although I do think that there's something there if yeah, he did join the summer league.
Really? Has he been in there? Oh, he
He's
is
been in
playing.
there, but
KS
hold on,
is saying he is
he's
playing.
in the game. He's playing.
Is he 28? I can't read the name on the back, but it's really long. Washington Jr. Yeah, it looks like he's number 28.
playing.
He's in the game right now.
Yeah,
All right, all right.
he's got 10 minutes of playing, 2 assists.
Wow. I am below average on my Thunder knowledge here, guys.
No, it's just we're adding so many people on this team that we already got 15 players. We know who all those guys are.
Yeah, I hate thinking that, but you're right, man. When his rookie year was special, I really thought he was going to come on and continue to contribute for a long time, but injuries and getting out of the flow, and then Jalen Williams, J. Will, just like incredible what he did. Like, I really can't define what J. Will did. I just can't, like, the amount of charge taking and shooting the three and just like being really good at passing from the high post and everything. It's just,
So Blake,
it's incredible. Blake, what's up, man?
man, I hope Poku's not on the hot seat. I really like Poku. I've been a huge Poku fan for the longest time, and I don't know, man. If we gave up on Poku, I think I'd be very bitterly sad. Very bitterly sad.
Man, Matthew, I'm with you, but we ended up letting Patty go to Atlanta, and we helped Atlanta save some money, and we got Usman Garuba, Ty Washington. So I would love to have Patty Mills on this team. It really broke our heart to see him. Bummer.
Yeah, man. That kind of like, I was so excited. We had the last conversation we had at the end of the season was, who do you think you guys would want to add in the offseason? I think I said Patty Mills because we had somebody. Yeah, I'm talking Patty Mills. And so I went with it. And when we added him, I got so stoked. And maybe it was Wayne. It could have been somebody else. But one of you guys praises of Patty Mills.
And yeah, Jared, for sure. Poku, before the injury. In fact, when we were talking about it last time, we were in Erie, Pennsylvania, and doing some fishing, and we were watching a game. And Dave literally made me stop watching the game to just watch Poku. He's just like, watch Poku. If you do nothing else, just watch Poku. Like, all right, man. And I did it for like a couple possessions, but I was missing too much of the game. I was like, I can't keep doing this. But like the way that he runs to the places where he needs to be, and the way he understands like both on offense and defense, like what's happening and how he can be a part of it. It's special. It's like Coach Daignault said, he's a connector on the team, both on the defense and the offensive side.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely, man. Dude.
And so for me, I don't.
I look at his defense, man. His defense is key, though. Like, if you watch how he watches the ball and he anticipates where the ball's going, where the ball is going to be, who the ball is going to be shot by, and then also where to be at to rebound. I mean, those are the things that you can't. And it's some of the reasons that people like people will not understand who Poku is. They don't understand because they haven't spent play. The fact that he was the youngest player in the NBA, or like the top 5 youngest player in the NBA for 2 years in a row, like he is a very freakishly good athlete. Just is, you know.
I like it. Blake,
as much as you wouldn't call him an athlete.
I like it. There's something to his game that's like for us, you just don't see people who do the things he does, like any size, but like, just, I don't know. It's very Joker.
You're right, man. But that's the thing, though, is that like that's why you got to be careful what you say, because people will be like, "Nah, there's no way he'll ever be that way." But the thing is that the way that he's part of the system on both offense and defense, and he's not that takes away from the system, makes him very valuable on both sides of the court. So, yeah.
So Brock, I think Guzman definitely has a really good potential on the perimeter, defensively. As far as like undersized and unathletic, those are like things that I'm not necessarily for sure. I remember, scouting him in the draft process. I liked what he brought. Dave, you mentioned he shot more threes last year than JRE and at a higher percentage. So I think that combination is intriguing on 72 or 73 threes, something like that. Speaks to me. I think that there's a project that Sam Presti feels like it's worth working with there. But I definitely feel like if keep Garuba, I don't know how you keep JRE at the same time. Wayne, the referendum about Paddy and the Aborigines in Australia, what is this? I guess I've seen some stuff about it in the news, but I'm a little bit unfamiliar, and I don't want to speak on something that I'm completely ignorant on. That usually gets me in all heaps of trouble, man. So, KS, you said, do you think we'll be a trade line buyers? 5 and 8 seed. Yeah, but the way that we're buyers is we buy people who are giving up future assets to get off of money. I don't know that we turn ourselves into like we're going out to get a piece, but you get like an Al Horford. Somebody doesn't want him anymore, and then they bring him in, and he can help your team, but you get something back for taking him. Like look at what we got for Al Horford, a 2025 first round pick by the Sixers, and we got Mitchich and Al Horford. It was all like take all this just to take his money off him, and then next thing you know he's going to Boston, and we're getting something for helping him out there too. So it's a beautiful situation to be a buyer when you're not like we have to win now.
Yeah, you're right, dude. You're right. And Sam Poku times Chet, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, they can play small lineups. That's the thing about it, is that we're very well rounded for 15 players. And people want to say we got the best 7. Well, we got the best 15 straight. There ain't nobody gonna deny that, man. We got the best 15 players from 1 to 15. There's no.
But everybody will say their team is better.
Yeah, but like, sure, you can say your team's better 1 through 7, and you can. But 1 through 15, no. Brock, I don't know, man. That is Mark and I talked about that. I saw it, and I said, I don't know, man.
I think if they are, it's like we're in a situation where we feel like we can maybe like secure the assets that the Trailblazers want, and then immediately go and try to secure a third team. I really don't think it'll be long term, but that's just an opinion, and God knows I don't think the same level as Sam Presti. So,
Yeah, dude.
hey, cool.
Okay, cool.
Appreciate you.
I know the season, man. Appreciate it, man.
Thin Towers. Yeah, I love that idea. Poku and Chat on the court at the same time defensively, like nasty.
That's insane how much money he's asking for, or how much he's getting over the next 4 years. I mean, truly insane.
Wayne, thank you for bringing this to our attention. Obviously, like this is something that's incredibly important for Native people all around the world, and acknowledging them, recognizing the Constitution, giving them a voice in the future. Like you said, we must acknowledge the atrocity of the past to heal and have a positive future. You're preaching to the choir here. We appreciate that for sure. Yeah, Brock, you got it, right? You got Dame the player, Dame the contract, and then Dame's contract in the new CBA. And these are all things that you have to evaluate at the same time and try to come to like some sort of conclusion about where he'll be and what will happen for his team. Whoever he goes to. It's heavy. It's heavy. I think Dame is almost a victim of that contract and the CBA happening at the same time. And I don't want to say he's a victim.
I told you last year, the only way that Blazers were going to be able to get anything out of Dame that was going to be worthwhile last year, because they could have actually gotten stuff for him. They could have got 3 or 4 picks for him. But the second you dry it all up and you make it teams that are buyers, you know, they spent already this money there, they spent that money there, they don't have any more picks. So now what? Like they they're trying to make it work for him and they waited too long. That's on them,
Sam,
man.
You said, do you think Dame gets to Miami? Like on paper, yes. But there's one person that is just too goddamn good at his job to oversell, and that is Pat Riley. Pat Riley, they wanted CP3. They wanted, they've wanted other players, but they know not to overpay. I feel like Miami just won't give the types of assets that the Blazers want. And that's why I think the Thunder could be a team that helps make that happen. But Pat Riley is greedy, and he should be. Like, if you're running a franchise, you should not be out there just giving up picks. But, I mean, I respect the hell out of what Pat Riley's been able to do, so I can't say he's wrong. He's next level. Somebody said, like, Pat Riley had he's been a part of the NBA Finals, going back to his time playing for the Lakers and stuff. Like, it's incredible. I mean, it's just incredible. Like, so you can't argue with that track record. 9-5, you're saying Blazers should hardball Miami until they get ready to give up at least 4 first-round picks and young players. Dame is only asking to trade after signing that fat contract. You're right. But Dave, let me ask you, is there any chance that Miami gives up 4 first-round picks?
All right.
For Dame. Because I don't think not their picks.
All right. What Matthew says right here, picks for someone that doesn't want to play on your team. You're right. Here's the thing. If I'm Damian Lillard, though, and my agent saying, listen, Portland's not going to send you where you want. But if you go via blank team, you could probably get there. Just not this year. Would you take that as an opportunity? Yeah. Next year, the Miami has more picks that they can deal with. So if you want to say that, then yeah, man, the Thunder are smart, and they wanted to pay 3 picks for Damian Lillard plus blank player, then go for get double that or maybe even triple that value if you're just patient. And Damian Lillard's going to want to do that versus having to stay there for another year and not know what they're going to do. So it's all about rolling the dice, knowing where your starting point is and capitalizing on that if you can.
Matthew's got it exactly right. If Dame won't stay with anyone other than Miami, then his asking price goes way down. And so they got to keep that, like, like, oh, he's got a list. He's got a list. You know, it's not one team, because if it's a one-team list, you're right. Road Dog, what's up, man? Rat Piley, I'm with you, man. Man, I believed him. 9-5. I believed him. I felt like he was speaking the truth. He wanted to play in Portland. He loved the city.
Yeah.
He loved the people. He wanted to retire there. And then it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
gets that signature on that big fat contract, and he's like, I want to go win a championship. And by the way, I'll do it with the team who just made it to the finals. I don't care.
Yeah.
Waving hello. I thought it that I as much as 2016 hurt, as much as it hurt to losing the finals, watching Dame wave goodbye on our court and knowing at that moment that was it. Our childhood was over. We were no longer watching the kids of our youth, like, over. In a way,
Yeah, dude,
as much as it hurts, I'm so grateful that happened, because now look at us. We got Shea.
Dude, if we had won that, I think there was a chance that we would have gone to the next round, the Western Conference Final. I mean, that team was solid. I mean, it was really solid.
Look, there's so much to relive about that.
We had that three-guard set, bro.
I know, but, all right, so think about this. Wasn't it the year previous where we were playing like the Jazz and like Russ wouldn't guard Rubio at all, and he was just like torching him, and he was like putting up Russ type numbers? It's like something about when we got to the playoffs, dude. We were bullshit. We could have 55 win seasons. We could have everything going for us, and then it was Billy Donovan being like, I can't play Cantor. Like, I don't know. I can't blame him alone, but it was just like we didn't have the edge. It was like we were going through these motions, and we assumed that we weren't going to get out of the first round, and frankly, we didn't get out of the first round. So
yeah,
I'm grateful for Sam Presti saying like, look, let's make this work. And the beautiful thing was Russ came and asked for a trade.
Yeah,
like you would never want to trade Russ without him asking for that, but he asked for that.
He deserved. Well, not just that, but he asked for the trade, and Sam, give me a minute. Why? Because he was selling Paul George, and if he traded less money, it means that we would not have gotten Shea. So again, the genius of Sam.
The highlight of his career, and it was, and what really pissed me off afterwards. I mean, I like Paul George, but Paul George, instead of being like, "Tip of my hat to you, sir, you beat me," he started saying it was a bad shot. Like, maybe say that's a shot I wanted him to take, and he hit it. Congratulations, but saying it was a bad shot, that was some bullshit.
He was hurt. I mean,
it was some bullshit.
Bro.
That was an unbelievable shot. Like, Sam's got it.
Dude, I mean, people.
Keontae Lane.
I think when people ask me why I dislike certain Thunder players that leave this team, it's because like there's organization. There's just a way that you let an organization know that you don't really care about them. Bam, Butler. That's where I'm sitting at. Is I look at this that way. Is that when KD decided to leave and the way he left, he made a decision that fans and the Thunder family were not important enough for him. That's what hurt. The way Russ left, man, that was, you know what? It was a gift of some draft picks in there, which next year we'll be able to use. I mean, you know what? I love it, man.
Yeah, you shouldn't have given him that much room. When Dame walked off for the winner, Russ had it coming. And you're right, Road Dog. You're right. Because Russ was talking mad shit. Russ called him a bitch. And Dame was like, you don't call me a bitch. I wish I would have learned that lesson.
I was waiting for it.
All right, I got myself, guys. You don't have to get me. Perkins, what are you saying about Perk? I like me some Perk, but looking back, I wonder maybe we shouldn't have traded Jeff Green ever. That's what I wonder.
That's it right there.
What's up, Timmy? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Mark always says Timmy. He says Timmy so good, dude.
Yeah, he knows how to say Timmy. Little Mark does. So,
Nice.
all right, do some talk. All right, go upstairs.
I'll get a recording of it, Dave, and I'll send it
Alright,
over
good
because
deal.
it's like perfect. It's the only word he says perfect.
Huh? Yeah, not right now though. Okay. I know.
And that's why
I'm
we call him
sorry.
a cupcake. That's why we call him a cupcake, Mwani. Man, Jang just on the perimeter, one hand passing off the dribble. Great
That's what
shot
I'm
by
saying,
Butler.
man.
Like, it's looking so good. Jang has come
Got something.
across so great, dude.
He got something, bro. He's got something, and anybody that knows hoops, just watches him for long enough, can see it too, man. It doesn't take much for you to be able to.
How many
pull that
players
out.
his size have his skill set?
Well,
One.
no.
What a dunk by Jang, dude.
I know.
What a
dude.
dunk. One.
I would say there's probably 3 guys in the NBA.
Who?
Now you're calling me out on it, man. All right.
Yeah, I'm like
come on, guys, help me out
6'10",
on this.
6'10", can
that can
shoot the
shoot.
rock, can put the ball on the ground and handle it, and really is a good passer. It's Jang, bro.
54, 56, 5 minutes and 57 seconds left in the third. We're down 2.
Giannis can't shoot the ball like him though. He's got a lot of those tools. He's
Yeah,
what
got
is
a
he?
lot of those tools.
He's about 7 foot, so he's a little bit bigger. So he can get away with not necessarily having that smooth of a
I
shot.
would say 6'10", you've got KD, you've got Brandon Ingram, Tatum, right? So I'd say those 3 guys, I would say, have that Usman Jang does. Whether or not Usman Jang figures it out and connects the dots, that's up to him, man.
You know, Paulo could be up there. Paulo could be up there over time. Yeah, that pass, that was like slip behind the back. Didn't quite get there, but it was really beautiful. Like AD. But you know what? I wouldn't want AD playing point guard. I wouldn't be like, take the ball up. Like he could do it a couple possessions, but when Jang handles the ball, he gets down so low.
He does.
It's really nice for his size. So obviously I get a little carried away. But it's fascinating to try to like anticipate skill set, future, age. Oh, and by the way, you're with the most patient, most player development orientated team in the league. Like his upside, whatever it is, whatever that maximum upside is, he's gonna hit it. 9'5" knows the truth too. He wouldn't let his security hit Brittany.
No.
And if they did, he would apologize.
I think if it was Chet's security, though, I think Chet's security would have surrounded Brittany.
Not at the Roxbury.
guys, don't hit Brittany.
Dude, night at the Roxbury, bro. Night at the Roxbury. Anybody else? Has anybody else seen that movie? Chris Kattan, Will Ferrell. I need to show my kids. They're at the age, bro. They're like 12 and 15.
That's
That's
good
about
age,
the
man.
age. If you wait much longer, then it's not very funny.
No, dude. I have to. And you got 8 days to your birthday, bro.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna forget this year. I keep telling myself this. Last year we did a podcast, and I didn't even bring up it was your birthday on the day.
And I was grateful, but I don't mind.
It's fun.
A couple of years ago, my son was born, and we did a podcast the same day.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, man. We moved from Hawaii, flew in an airplane all day, and then it got and we did a podcast that day too. I mean, it's not having a son, but you know,
Dude.
my rabbit died one time, and then we had a podcast too.
No, dude, I shouldn't bring this up in a flippant way, so I should get a straight face, but like somebody died, bro, and you were there with them, and then we jumped on and recorded a podcast.
Oh yeah, dude, we were in the middle of it, man. We had to stop the podcast. It was in Hawaii. It was on my street. It was my neighbor. He had a heart aneurysm, and I found him when he's working out, and she ran and told me, and yeah, not much you could do when the guy has a heart aneurysm right in front of you. So
Dude.
I said, look away, kids. This is not something you want to see. And every little kids are like, but why? It's only somebody that's dead. And then, because they live in a completely different area in Hawaii than my kids have in the Denver area and New York area. So
Road Dog knows poo-poo straight.
there we go, guys. That's it right there.
Your
That's what
rabbit
happened
died,
on
you thought
the
your wife
that's the
got
day I got
pregnant.
that too. The ambulance came and hit the street sign and broke it, and so then I took it. So
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt
Love.
me. Don't hurt
Yeah.
me. No more. Corey's got it. Oh my god, dude.
man,
Oh my god, dude. Dance your ass off.
was that the worst movie that we saw?
For me, man. I
All
mean,
right.
there's Superstar. Superstar's like
And made you watch a lot of movies through the time. But the one movie I'll always be glad I made you watch is The Big Lebowski. I made you sit down and watch The Big Lebowski. It's probably the greatest movie ever, man. Straight up. Greatest movie. Man, it brought the whole thing together. Yeah,
Man,
Blake,
Big
Mark's drinking
Lebowski.
some
Modelo.
I am sick. I don't know what I'm sick with, so I'll just say I'm sick. Got a nasally and a sore
Yeah.
throat. I'm being a baby. It's a man cold. Leave me alone.
Corey knows what's up. Night at the Roxbury. And the dude abides.
Ooh. Jared gets of the night, man. It is ironic that Britney Spears' hit song was "Hit Me, Wemby, One More Time," and the dude abides.
Hey, I was thinking about this. Like, if we're gonna make fun of Wemby, right? What we should do, because we should remake the Wendy's logo with Wemby on there,
Ooh,
with
oh,
pigtails.
ooh, yeah.
Like Wemby's,
Wemby's.
Wemby's.
Wemby's chicken legs.
Chicken sticks.
Chicken sticks. Yes. Hilarious, man. Good times.
Kaysen, Tai, Shackelford, Maladona, and Wallace. I like this group, and I'm glad I was able to say all the players. I've come a long way. Nice push shot from the free throw line for Tai.
That's nice, man.
Brock, I'm going to go with a solid 50. I mean, that could be really, really low, but if I were the Spurs, I would be quick to hold him out based on like things that aren't injuries. You know, like
listen,
oh,
you go 25. 25, break 25, 25, and if you can finish, let him finish it. But man, I would be like
catch and shoot
cautionary
three.
tale.
Top of the key, catch and shoot three by Jang in one motion.
66,
I gotta
68.
quit saying that. I gotta quit being like one motion as if
swatted.
it's a surprise. Like Jang needs minutes. He needs to play a lot of minutes for the Thunder. He's too good to be just playing G League, right, Dave?
Jang? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
He's got to have minutes, but then in the same sense as he might have to go G League to get. I mean, that just might what he has to do because who's he going to get more playing time then? Like, I can see him getting 10 to 15 minutes right now just because of where he's at in the roster, you know?
Yingling, Blake.
Yes. Mark, what do we used to get with hot wings in Lake Erie, Pennsylvania, man?
We get a picture of Yingling, man. $10.
Yingling. Because that's where
That's all we
Yingling's
drink.
from, man. The gold, man. Yingling gold.
Oldest beer in America, thanks to Prohibition fucking it up for all of us. But
Thanks, Prohibition.
yeah, Yingling is the shit. Pennsylvania beer right there, man. And we are Pennsylvania boys at our core. We don't click when we have to.
All right, Brock, we've talked a lot about this last few podcasts, but we don't mind bringing it back up. Knees, shoulder, anything that's going to create contact with another really big body, you got to be concerned about. The way you set screens, the way people come. Yeah. There's certain things that you look and you're like, ooh, that's not good. But really, what we have, the knock that we have against Wemby, I'm going to every single time just because. But Victor, as some of our guys like to say, he has this mental aspect, that he comes with. And I don't know how strong he is, but what I have seen, it just makes me question how mentally strong Victor is. And when you get a big body being thrown at you day in and day night, and they're 300 pounds and 280, and you're only 200 pounds, and you're 7'5", like you're gonna get beat up. Every question is mentally tough. How tough can you be before you've had enough? And he's only 20 years old, so you got to be careful with that. Brandon,
All right, we got some.
What'd you, Brandon?
Fresh, we got some fresh Spurs meat, bro. Fresh Spurs meat.
Yes, dude. Brandon, Chet sucks. No, dude, you suck.
Wait,
but
so
that's
what's up with Johnny
good a
Davis,
comeback as I can
Milani?
come.
Is he not a bust? Because last I checked, he was. Is he playing? Is he playing great?
Victor the Victorian. Yes. Road dog.
Zach, we hang out, we watch our games, so we appreciate you guys coming and joining us.
Man, I am so far behind on the chat. My bad, guys.
Oh yeah, sometimes it gets rolling and it scrolls up.
You all still
so
talking?
wait, we want to check out these movies. You're talking about the the Castle and Chopper. Deal. I'm gonna keep an eye out. I love it how like Spurs fans think they're gonna come in and be like, "Fuck you, who gets injured," and then convince us that like we're wrong.
Yeah. And I like how
oh, we're bad.
Like, you guys don't know hoops because you guys.
And I hope
Chet
gets injured.
About Victor.
I know. Like,
all right,
okay. We
Zach,
never said anything about Victor.
Down of dumbass of the day. All right, so everybody let Zach know how much of a dumbass he is. We appreciate you coming. Love tearing into you.
We never say anything about Victor. Like, we hope he gets hurt.
No, like, ever, man. I want him to have a success. Period. I don't know how many times I have to say that. It's just I get concerned about the way that he's being played. The ball touches his hand every single time, and everything goes through him. Meaning that screens and everything else like that. You got to be careful with a player like that. If you can't understand that and respect,
you can use profanity
that's fine.
here.
You don't know bad.
This is not middle school. You're allowed to use profanity.
What is this? EAD.
Eat a dick. Eat a dick.
Point. That's my point, dude. Zach, use big words here, man. Seriously, stop being a 13-year-old little bitch.
We're big boys.
Seriously.
Brock, and you could be right, but I just get drinks Windex. All right, I get concerned because, like, a lot of my concern stems from like him kind of calling out the NBA before he played in it, and then knowing that people are going to be like, okay, what happens when I push him this way? What happens when I push him this way? What happens if I push him in the back when he jumps? Like, people are going to test him because he said it's not as physical as French basketball.
Oh,
Like,
dude, he was. That's what I'm saying. Mentally, don't say that stuff if you're like halfway there, man. Like you're not playing against the world's best yet. You don't say stuff like that, man. That's someone in the balls, and then when they're down, you're spitting in their face. Like, come on. Like, what are you doing? You're gonna be torn apart by the NBA now. Your fault you said something, because again,
do you
when you're
remember when that
not
one time
mentally,
you pissed on a drunk dude?
oh, got that up now, man.
Dude, I was like, you will not piss on my friends, and I kicked you in the balls. I was like, do not piss on my friends when they're drunk.
Funny thing is, I don't think he was your friend either.
No, but he was in my house. He's my friend.
Yeah, man. We'll leave it there, man. But some people do things that they're not very proud of, and
Dude, I spent the rest of the night trying to convince him that he pissed himself. I was like, how would somebody else's pee get on you? He's like, somebody
Man.
peed on me. On you, bro. You pissed your own pants.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god, dude.
See, there we go, Zach. We have a culture. Oh my god, he's original, guys.
Okay, here's the thing. Like since the Thunder, we've gotten the Thunder, dude. Since Oklahoma City has gotten the Thunder, we have the 5th winningest percentage in all sports. I get we haven't won a championship, and we want to. We're going to in the future. That's what we're going for. But like,
I'll tell you this: when we have 5 championships in the next 20 years, I'll be saying the same thing to you guys, as you guys are like, "Oh, Victor was one of the greatest players who ever played the game, and we would trade that for 5 championships any day," because that's how dumb you guys are. So enjoy guitar, and you guys will be okay.
I'm just glad that we're having conversations with all these people from all these different backgrounds. Some people who like to hit women. Some people
Dylan,
who
here we go. This guy's real original. These guys stink.
Gotcha.
That's a really good punch, man. Ooh, touching.
Drinking beer is Zach. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, Zach. Like, what are you talking about, dude? I touch my balls. I mean, I touch my titties. I do it all. What do you touch, man? I just want to know what you touch, because I mean, that's what I touch.
Did you say you touch your balls?
Yeah, dude. Sam says touching your face is a sign of nervousness, and I was just saying I touch my face, touch my beard, I touch my balls. Like, I touch everything, man. Like, I don't know what he touches.
Hey, man, we're here for Thunder fans, Zach. It's all good. But yeah, Brandon, this guy named Clan, he makes these videos on YouTube. He was saying some women deserve to get hit after this whole thing. You should check out his newest video.
Yeah,
it's on
check
his
out
channel.
Clan's. Check it out, guys, because anybody that says that should automatically be thrown into the dirt.
Look,
because you should
this is dangerous
used to hit a woman, period.
for the women of South Texas. And right now I'm living in South Texas, and I don't appreciate people going around thinking it's okay to hit women. I just don't. And I think Wemby should step up.
No, man. Clan, you got to stop that stuff, man. You're going to teach a whole culture of people that listen to you that's okay to hit women.
No, Vic didn't. You're right. You're right. He did not hit him, but his security did. And if he doesn't apologize for her being hit, then it's going to encourage other people like Clan to go out there and say some women deserve to be hit.
Yeah.
No woman deserves to be hit under any circumstances, period. Full stop, no exceptions. If you can't say that, then you're not a good person.
Gender equal. Yes. I mean, listen, I've got a daughter, and I want her to grow up in a better place than when I was growing up. And this is part of it, man. You know,
we got to call bullshit bullshit.
Yeah, I will stand up for what's right. And when we're dealing with just moronic San Antonio fans, like, this is crazy to me. And I love it, though, because I'll be honest with you guys. You guys have created this passion in me to like get what's going on with the Thunder and what's not happening with San Antonio, because I hadn't been looking at the San Antonio Spurs. And now I just realize how much trash they really are. And I appreciate all you San Antonio fans for like coming out and like speaking all this, because you guys have taught me how much trash San Antonio Spurs fans. And it's mind-boggling that you guys even know what like the NBA is, like, straight up. Like,
well,
delusional.
I wouldn't say they would know if it wasn't for the team in their city, but listen,
I mean, it's just
Brandon,
crazy, man.
Brandon, Nobody's arguing that fact. That's Brent. What you're saying? His security blocked her hand, and her hand hit her own face. That's fine. But here's the thing: she did get hit, and all he has to say is, "I'm sorry." Like, I don't want that
I'm
to
sorry
happen.
that
It
this
was unintentional. I'm sorry that this happened. That's it.
Yeah, listen, Ace, and I'm sorry. This situation isn't enough.
Boo-foo.
Yes, dude. Bud Light.
That's it. Like, if it would be very simple. It'd be very simple. Just say there's never a good time to hit a woman. But Clan can't say that, and he thinks he's standing up for Victor by not saying that. And that's 12,000 San Antonio fans who are go out there and get drunk and hit a woman because of Clan. Like, that's bullshit.
Just the Clan in general is a shady ass name. Let's just put it like
Clan
that.
with a C. Clan with a C, bro.
I don't care. General is a shady ass name.
It is, but you can't blame his parents for being ignorant. Nice putback tip by Keontae. And all the Thunder fans in the chat, we love you. Like, at first we were like, should we just block San Antonio people? And then you guys are like, no, let us have at them. Let us have at them. So we're like, all right, man, let's do this. You guys are the best.
Seriously, like I told Mark after our last podcast, he's like, listen, I think that to talk to these San Antonio people, as long as they don't get out of hand, like, just let them go. Right. I was like, but I want the blocking power. And he's like, no.
I just don't get why they all come back to, like, we win. Like, you have 5 championships.
We know ball. Poverty organization. They use this all the same lingo, man. There's nothing original about a San Antonio fan.
That's why I'm
congratulations, Zach, for being another unoriginal San Antonio fan. You get the dumbass award as well as the whatever award I gave you earlier, because you're taking a beating.
Yeah, exactly, Zach. Why are you don't hit women?
Don't hit women.
Nine 5. So is that why Victor fits in so well immediately? Like, here's how you prove that you're a real man in San Antonio.
There we go, man. I'm a man. Have my.
They all say the same thing. We have 5 championships. We have winning culture. Blah 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 blah.
Anywhere else in the country.
How do they talk to Lakers fans when they go, we have 17? Like, oh.
Anywhere else in the country, Britney Spears gets hit in the country by any other player or anything else like that, and I promise you, he would apologize already. But the fact is, the San Antonio has made it sound like it's okay to do. He doesn't feel like he's done anything wrong, so thus he will not do a public apology. Bam. What else?
So, Jared, I am Tony Parker sleeping with someone's wife, and here's who I think it was. I think it was Brent Barry. That name, Brent Barry, is just sticking in my head about maybe Tony Parker was shacking up. I think so.
Dude, I have to say, Twitter got a hold of us, man. They have been giving us some pretty crazy names. And I like it, but some of these things are getting out of hand, so I'm gonna block that dumbass right there. You're a clown. That is 3,000 people following him. You can call me a clown. That's good. Now you get it, Zach. Now you get it.
So why is Clan sitting there being like, there are appropriate times to hit women? Or, like, I posted, if you want to see, I reposted his own video of him saying that.
YouTube, guys, if you want to go see it, Mark's not
like,
lying.
Oh, you guys are making something up. No, if Victor doesn't handle this properly, women will be hurt.
But that's okay. Zach doesn't understand that.
Zach he probably likes to hit a girl. All right.
Stupid take.
Well, you know what, though?
You're incredibly stupid, and there's like 18 versus you. So who's the real dumbass here, man? You, Zach.
I just don't. I have never stood by when I saw anybody abuse a woman, and I've seen it, and I've stepped in. Like,
oh yeah, dude,
it's not cool.
Yeah, dude. I've gotten hit by somebody when I stepped in.
You step in.
You step in. You don't care what happens, man. You don't put up for that stuff.
I'd rather get shot than
Ooh,
let somebody
Planesburner.
get hit that didn't deserve it. And I don't care
and
what
I wanna-
some guy says. Like, no woman deserves to be hit.
I want to throw this out here, guys, too, is that like in no way, in the way that people are twisting this, it's sounding like we're preferring is his basketball skills is what we prefer. Period. That's it, man. There's nothing else to it. There's nothing. And we are in love with Chet's game versus Victor's game, and that's as deep as that's going to get.
Chet's a wolf, bro. You said it. Got an under table agreement with the clan. I mean, with clan.
Dude, love it, man.
Dude, I had some street tacos today, bro.
Oh yeah, how was that, man?
So good, man. It's next level here, man. Right, Zach. Both. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Brandon? Thanks for joining us. Obviously,
Oh, he's been here a bunch, man. Popping on whenever somebody's, yeah. I guess he pops on every like 15 minutes. So,
okay.
You know, yeah.
Look,
Another unoriginal person.
And we're just saying ours is better than yours, and we get to watch it during the season. Some people, I guess,
Dude,
don't
we're
wanna
not
stick
saying
around
ours
and
is
watch
better
it.
than yours. We're saying ours is bigger than yours, and we're putting our dick on the table, and we're proving our dick is bigger than. No matter what you say, your team will never be able to amount to the way that the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to be able to play over the next decade. All right. That being said, why are you arguing about it? Because everybody knows in the NBA that we're the team of the decade, and you guys will not be the team of the decade.
And Zach, we say it all the time.
Don't get you guys.
Vic, he's just got the bat. Nice dunk by Kaysen.
Dude. By Brittany, Zach. He got manhandled by Brick. If you were not a Spurs fan, you know you would be laughing off about this. You know deep down inside that you're saying, well, like, God damn it, Victor is kind of like a little bitch because he got manhandled by Brittany. And you know it. I don't need to explain this anymore to you. You know exactly what I'm talking about because you deep down inside know exactly what I'm saying.
You'll see, Zach. Man. Stick around, man.
I would love for you to stick around, dude.
Stick around, man. We predict the future. Dude. That's what we do. That's what we do. You know, I guess for people like you, you know, you won't believe it till you see it, and that's fine. We'll call you, you know, average fan.
Circled your name. I've already highlighted your name, so whenever we get to the situation that those things, I'm gonna be tagging you, bro. When the Thunder are against you, man, and they're just fucking your brains out, and I'm just gonna be taping. Dude, you got nothing, man. You got one player that has never played a game in the NBA yet.
One player. We got all NBA Shea.
15.
We got Josh Giddey. We got Lou Dort. We got J-Dub. We got Chet. You guys got one guy.
Okay, stop. He just said people leave Oklahoma City. Let's all ask why. Why he left. He said you guys are fucking fools.
Pop.
Just done with it, man.
Pop runs people out of town, bro.
Dude. Let's ask why, man. I'm so glad you brought that up, you dumbass.
He would do anything to leave, man. What's up, dude? Havoc?
Man, whatever, man. He got manhandled by Brittany. What can I say, man?
I stand with women around the world. Really? Zach, we appreciate that, man. I hope so. We would love to watch this thing play out over the next couple of years and have somebody we'll call a little bitch boy to join us with it.
Love it, man. I love it, Matthew. Keep talking, bro. It seems like I'm not the one that's casual, Mike, and you're in the comments section. So it seems that you're fucking casual. Suck on those nuts.
Dude, we're here watching our team play, and you're sitting here in our chat during a game podcast. That's it.
We appreciate
That
it,
was
man.
goaltending, man. You're gonna join us? Is that what you're saying,
Dude,
Zach? You're gonna join
man.
us when we win
I love it.
championship? Bandwagon.
Welcome to the Thunder family, bro. TTFU, bro.
His uncle. Yeah, his uncle knew it was the right thing to get the fuck out of town.
Quiet.
Look at the Spurs
That's all I
now,
got, bro. Quiet,
Look at the
man.
Spurs now. Like they run around throwing around like guys, but like in the end, like I've never seen a senile coach. Did you know 3 years ago Pop became the oldest coach in NBA history?
I know, dude. It's crazy.
I know they just gave him 4 more years, and they want to run around talking about other teams like they got problems.
Dude,
like they don't have some old
years.
fart that's older than Joe Biden on their sideline. Oh my god, dude. No,
Yeah, man.
Sam, if he was smoking a good strain,
Zach,
he wouldn't be that dumb of an ass at all.
No, if Zach smoked weed, then he would be definitely cool. But Zach, smoker, guys, he is an uppity up. You know what's up. All right. Well, that's too bad, man. You're gonna have to suck on a lot of, because all of them are coming through, man.
Get ready for it, man. I hope you enjoy getting cream pied in the face, motherfucker.
Dude, you know what? Let's do this. Thunder only the last 90 seconds, yeah? Boom. Put user in timeout. Boom. I'm doing this now because seconds. There we go, guys. Now you can do whatever you all want. All right, there we go. We can enjoy our Thunder content without any douchebags talking now, guys.
By a stray, I think.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. These Rocket fans, they keep on popping up out of everywhere. They're like an STD.
No, you mean
Spurs
fans. Spurs fans.
Spurs fans. Yeah, I mean, Rockets fan the same way, man. Rockets fans and Spurs fans are on the same level, in my opinion. And the Spurs fans are the worst type of STD. When you think you get rid of it and it comes back, and then you're like, fuck this. This is the worst. Spurs suck.
Hang on. You forgot Brandon.
Oh, yeah. Timeout. Bitch. Before he could say anything. Well, listen, Brock. Listen.
Don't stop believing.
Rockets fans, man, under rebuild right now. All right. And because of that, they're actually halfway intelligent. But the San Antonio Spurs fans have no. They're like, oh, we'll build. Oh, no, we got the best player. No, what are we going to do now? They have no idea. They don't know what it takes to build a team. They haven't seen something built in a long time. Kawhi left, and they've been shit since. That's that. Rocket fans, at least, man. At least Rocket fans recognize where they're at.
I just hope Victor fixes his shit before more women get hurt.
I just hope that Clan
what if it wasn't Britney,
stops
bro? What if
advertising it, man.
it's an average person? Would anybody have heard about this? No, they would be like, oh, well, she's an average person. Does it take like the biggest star of the early 2000s like to get anybody's attention about abusive behavior? I wish it didn't. I wish people said like that's wrong no matter who the person is. But it's like, oh, well, it's Britney. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, it's a woman. What are you doing?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Wayne. I have seen a couple of those situations. I've watched a couple of AFL games, man. I'm a big fan of the AFL, man, and you watch any of those guys walk through that tunnel, man, and it's pretty intimidating. So I like it, man. It fires me up. I love having a little back and forth. obviously we like to have certain the ones that like to keep it clean and like to just enjoy the game. So, but then other people that don't understand the game, like they want to come to a podcast when we're talking. But when we're talking in the game, we want our fans here.
It's simple, Matthew. There's no excuse to hit women, and if your security hits a woman, then you should address it and say that that's never appropriate. It's really, really simple.
Hey, out. We're good, man. Don't matter. Matthew Garcia, go fuck yourself. Appreciate you.
It's really simple. I don't see why that's so controversial of a take. It's to say like that should not happen.
That's why. That's why I want to mute this stuff, man.
It doesn't need to be a pop star. If it's an average person.
Yeah, dude, come on. This is ridiculous, man. I can't believe this is still being. You missed a lot, man. Text message me after the game, and I'll insert your knowledge properly.
Dude, it breaks my heart, man, because you know people are gonna go out there and do really bad things because of this.
Yeah.
Clan sitting there being like, there is a time to hit a woman. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I would like to have a conversation with him, like off the air. I would like to have a conversation with him and just say, do you understand how damaging that like narrative is? And he probably doesn't care. And it's probably why he's single.
Taylor, I hear what you're saying, and I respect that. But here's the facts: is that Britney Spears has now come out and said he needs to have a public apology.
Over and over and over.
If he doesn't come out as a public apology, he's playing his hand. Period. Like, and that's that. Like, and people around him have, you know, when I say people around him, people in the Spurs place have said, you know, listen, anywhere else in the country, this would not have been acted like this. But Spurs fans have, in a way, celebrated him.
I've deserves it. Like, a lot of them say she deserves it.
Dude.
And I'm just like, what is wrong with these people? Yeah, Zach, you're back.
Yeah, man, that's fine. You can come back. That's cool. You're cool. Blocked, Rich. This is our last minute with our fans, man. Dude, this is the best.
Clan would cuck for Wemby. Yeah, he would. He would. How's life in Houston, guys? Niner? How you doing, man? Dave, your game's over, huh? I got 19 seconds.
Well, yeah, my game's over now, so.
All right,
we're
man.
Good, dude. But,
Can you come
we
back?
Appreciate you guys sticking with us.
Matthew, come back if you're gonna be nice. If you're not,
yeah, dude.
Then, fuck off.
So, we're, you know, sorry guys. Letting Spurs fans on here again after next podcast, but we appreciate each and every one of you guys for putting up with our shit, sticking with us, our side, and you know what? Yeah, dude, we're there for you guys. We love you.